Good morning. Coffee first. I just got out of bed. Hubby just left for work and I'm sitting here looking at all my dyeing equipment and I don't feel like dyeing today. My energy levels are really low. I know I should dye some Christmas yarn today and I think I'm going to, but not a lot. A couple of pots of Fairy Tale of New York, I think, because I'm almost out of that one. And I could, of course, dye some later because hubby is away for the weekend, so I can dye all weekend if I want to. But I think I'm going to do it today because I'm having my neighbor over for dinner on Saturday. There's one traditional dish that we normally eat in autumn in Norway. It's called fårikål, and directly translated that means mutton in cabbage. And that's just what it is. You just put layers of mutton, preferably lamb, and cabbage layered in a big pot. You add whole peppercorns and salt, and I add a little bit of wheat flour just to make it a better consistency when it's done. And I normally make it the day before and just reheat it when we're going to eat it, because it's actually much better that way. I know a lot of people that do it like that. They make it the day before and then reheat it when they're... And the only thing we serve with it are boiled potatoes. And hubby doesn't like mutton. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that he's not here this weekend and I hate being home alone. So I'm going to make something positive out of it, and I have invited our neighbor over for fårikål. There's knit night tonight. I might go and I might not, but probably I should go because I need to get out of the house a bit, I think. Even though I'm an introvert, knit night works because there's not a lot of people and we're talking about knitting and yarn and good stuff like that. So it's... Hubby is really supportive and he has learned a lot about yarn and fibers because I'm an indie dyer, so he has learned a lot and he can actually name my colorways. So that's kind of fun, and he also helps me when I'm out selling my yarn. But I don't think he's not the right person to really talk a lot about yarn with. So I think I'm going to knit night tonight. But I was thinking about dyeing more yarn, but I have some new worsted from one of my suppliers in England that I was thinking of dyeing up some, but I think I might do that next week. I have an shop update on Sunday, so I should be dyeing up for that, but I already have some yarn dyed up for that I dyed before we left for fall break. So I have some yarn to put in the shop on Sunday. So next week I think I'm going to concentrate on dyeing worsted and maybe some DK and more Christmas yarn. I have finished the entire Christmas collaboration, all the yarn for that. That's drying in the bathroom. So I don't have a lot of space for more yarn anyway on my drying rack. So one pot should do the trick today. So instead of talking to you and repeating myself far too much, I'm just going to switch off the camera, finish my coffee, and then get started. I'll see you later. I think that's it for today. I've just dyed up some sock sets of Fairy Tale of New York, both on Polldale and Platinum Sock. And that was my plan for the day when it comes to dyeing. It's Thursday, so it will be dry for the shop update on Sunday. And my Christmas collab yarn is also almost dry, so sometime today I'm going to twist up the skeins. At least enough of the skeins so I can show you the Christmas collaboration tomorrow in my podcast. I'm not doing Vlogtober tomorrow because of the podcast and because I sort of almost regret starting Vlogtober, because I have days where I don't feel like picking up the camera, but I do it anyway because I feel like I'm obligated, sort of. And if it feels like an obligation, it's not fun anymore. So depending on how I feel, next week I might not publish a Vlogtober episode every day. I'm going to film every day, but maybe not post every day. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to drink my coffee and watch a podcast, do some knitting, and then I'm going to clear out the kitchen because I'm not dyeing again until Monday, I think. I'm going to take the weekend off. This is what happens when you mention to your hubby that you're having a bad day. Flowers, red wine, and a gift certificate for a clothing store in town. So I'll better put this in some water.